And at IIT Kanpur, we have been focusing on this direction very significantly. We have Professor Raja here, who is heading the Interface Office of Technology and Applications. That's a single point of contact for all technology-related work, whether going from the institute to the outside world or coming from outside world to the institute. We need an ecosystem, not only within the institute, but around it, in order to, just like Stanford and MIT have developed over time. And that's where I believe at IIT Kanpur we have a big advantage. If you look at the big metro IITs like Delhi, Bombay, and Madras, the area around that is already gone and super expensive. So they will have a challenge in developing that ecosystem around, whereas in Kanpur, it's still pretty much a greenfield area. And with the state government, whose representative are present today, focusing very heavily in bringing the deep tech, enabling the deep tech industry to the state, we are, I believe, are the rightly positioned at the right time. And given the talent we have, the focus we have, I think, can make a huge step up in this direction.
Great. And we will be working alongside you as evidenced by our MOU.
Absolutely, yes. And just to add a little bit more in the areas like AI, cybersecurity, very clearly prominent directions to take. Internally also, we have done analysis of our strength and identified, apart from these, more domains like medtech, sustainable technologies, semiconductor technology. These are all coming up and are going to play a huge role.
Yeah, and I was learning earlier today that you have a very strong alumni network and you continue to cultivate relationships all over the world with that alumni network. So I would imagine that staying close to that alumni is also going to help you continue to build out this ecosystem.
Well, it certainly does. Just an example of that happened last week when our alumnus, who just happens to be the CEO of IBM, we have been in touch with him, and the IBM AI Center was inaugurated last week in Lucknow.
That's fantastic. Very, very exciting. Okay, I know Swapan very well. So Swapan is the president of our growth markets business and has spent a lot of time in India. And I think that, we think that HCL Tech is positioned at the intersection of global enterprise needs and the technology ecosystem. So from your vantage point, how do you see IT services firms facilitating meaningful collaboration between GCCs and institutions like the IITs? What is HCL Tech and other IT service providers' roles?
Well, thanks, Jill, and great to be here, especially sharing the dice with Manindra, both as the director of IIT Kanpur and as a batchmate. So, and it makes it difficult for me to decide which hat I'm wearing when I'm speaking something, right? So, so I'm in multiple hats, I guess. So I think, like with everything else, and as Manindra just spoke about ecosystems, anything that is really challenging and is a strategic shift or is a very big departure from what has been done in the past needs a lot more than one organization or one set of people. You really need to pull together multiple expertise areas, multiple capability sets, and bring them together, right? We as a service provider do that for a living because we're not, by and large, we're not creating technology. There is some that we do in HCL Tech, we do, but in general, service providers don't do that. But at the end of the day, you're basically bringing together a lot of things, in one place to generate an outcome, right? And the current surge of activity, interest, as Kiran pointed out in his presentation, about what GCCs are doing. And it's not only about the number of GCCs that is happening or the headcount that is increasing, it is the strategic shift in what GCCs are expected to deliver, right? So it is going from being operational, efficient, cost-saving, to really about innovation, which has been on the table for a while, but actually going much beyond that. It is about really a value orchestration kind of work today, right? That's the expectation. We can tell you that because we see that with the boards, we see that with the CXOs whom we interact with, right? Now, to get to that point, there is certainly a very big leverage of the academic institutions, in this case, especially IIT Kanpur, where we could go for innovation. But to do that, I think there's a little extent of scale, some more additional expertise, some degree of program governance that needs to be brought in, some degree of how do you apply this in the enterprise context, right? And that becomes even more relevant when you look at it from a startup point, right? So the GCCs are typically large enterprises, but startups are not. Now, how do you make a startup product come and work the way an enterprise wants to make it work, right? Or how do they want to leverage that? Again, that's an expertise area that a service provider like an HCL Tech comes in and provides you that. I mean, these are some overall level or overall views. What I would say definitely is that conceptually and principally, there is a lot of space for all these cohorts to come together to make this strategic shift happen. But the key thing that all of us need to remember here is that we need to come together, right? I think as of now, and I'm probably going to make a little provocative statement over here, is that as of now, there has been a lot of buzz for all the great increase in activity in the GCCs. There has been a lot of media talk about that this is actually spelling the deathbed for the service providers. I would like to definitely tell you that that's not the way we think about it, right? And this is all, we're all operating in the same space, but we do different things, right? There is much more to do together here than looking at it as competition of any kind, right? I mean, we can sit down with a whiteboard and then explain as to where is that, which or specific areas where GCCs can leverage a service provider, but it is definitely not in the competition space. So I think, first of all, the GCCs need to look at the service providers as people who can work with them like they work with enterprises globally, right? I mean, if I can work with your parent organization in, let's say, US, Europe, or Australia, or Singapore, why can't I work with you over here in India, right? So I think that's the key point over there. That's a fundamental shift that we need to make.
Yeah. And in fact, we announced, I think 2 months ago, a really deep partnership with Western Union. Kiran mentioned financial services is a big industry for us. And Western Union is looking to set up their own captive ultimately, but it's very overwhelming for a global company who has never done this to come into this market. And you mentioned some of the ways that companies like HCL Tech can help, but I think there's a huge openness for creative deal shapes and partnerships that ultimately may involve a transfer of some portion of the population. But I think HCL Tech acting as sort of a Sherpa for all of these companies, and the list will keep growing, as Kiran mentioned, is an initial role, but I think Western Union's seeing that this is not just a labor arbitrage play. There is a huge opportunity for IT services providers to truly help them transform their business as they're endeavoring to set up this larger workforce here. So I think you've seen you mentioned another company that just...
I mean, what I'd add to that, Jill, is 18 months back, we announced an arrangement with a Japanese company called Olympus. You might know them as camera companies, but they've diversified a lot into medtech. What we're doing with them is to create a center, and actually it's in Hyderabad, create a center for them over here, which is not just the center, but the talent. But they are also going to have a center of their own, and they actually already have. And it's a bit of a free flow between the two organizations. Kind of somewhere, actually it's between your ABO and BOT models, Kiran, in between that. So those are things that keep happening, right?
Yeah, great. So Manindra, we know that a lot of companies want to recruit from the IITs. You are producing some of the best talent in the country. But can you help the audience understand how GCCs can collaborate with IITs in innovation areas and as part of the journey that you mentioned earlier? You know, we know that if HCL Tech is involved, we will help create that bridge. But for these companies that are coming over as first timers, setting up a captive, wanting to make connections, what is the advice you would have, again, beyond recruiting?
Yeah, so that's what Kiran mentioned about GCC 4.0. That's the time when innovation takes center stage. That's when academic institutions have a role to play. And